Oh, welcome back to the Shogun Total War campaign. I'll let you read that at your leisure. Let's get rid of her as well. And I'm following that instruction. I've done this lots and lots of times, basically because I wanted to get what I was doing right. If you remember, I like to sort of, share what I've learnt really with other people. And it's okay, you can share errors with people, I suppose, but I thought it'd be far more interesting to share something real with people. Anyhow, let's get these into here. Right. Okay, so if I just do a what's that? Continue siege on there. And I thought something strange had happened then, but no, I think I got it right, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Now the idea now is going to be to attack here. Did you notice when I attacked there, he came in as reinforcements? Now I can do it like that. I can do it so that he comes on as reinforcements. I've done the battle enough times now to know exactly where he comes on. I can just annihilate his force with hardly any loss at all from there. And then of course I can just carry on with this attack here then. But what I want to do is win 2 heroic victories with my general, and here's a chance for him to win 2 heroic victories. No, I don't want that. Cancel the search. Yeah, just trying to find somebody for a drop-in battle. So what's that? Yep. Okay. So anyhow, what I've been doing is starting this campaign. I've never got further than just these battles, really, these 2 battles, learning how things work, what the troops are and stuff. I didn't do any of the tutorials or any of the set battles on there or anything at all. I've just gone straight into the campaign. You'll notice, by the way, I chose the short campaign, and also this nation that I've chosen, not nation, this clan that I've chosen is considered to be easy as well. So I'm doing the short campaign with this. So I'm going to use this in a way as a kind of learning exercise. I don't think there's really going to be any reason to show somebody how to win with an easy clan, but I'm doing it on hard, of course, as well, so that should make the AI a little bit cleverer. Then what I intend to do with the lessons learnt from this campaign, move on and choose a hard nation and do it that way. But anyhow, this is taking a while, isn't it, to go through. With regard to the advertising, I haven't had anything back yet from the Creative Assembly. If they say it's okay and I'm not infringing any copyright, I'll get onto YouTube and say to them, look, I want these ads removed because, like I said, it's an infringement of copyright and all that. So I'm going to do this, actually, start deployment. That's worked out well for me, that. It's raining. I need rain because he's got bowmen. I don't know what's going on there. Let's get rid of that. And then we'll start the battle. What I'd like to do is show you the strengths of these troops on this occasion. I don't normally show small battles like this. Well, actually I did in the last campaign, didn't I? But I wouldn't normally want to do that. Normally I'd want to show the more interesting battles. But on here what I'm going to do is line things up and show you how everything works. These are the spearmen, and they have a particular spear formation, which I'm very, very pleased about. It's great. Hopefully everything will be hidden. See how everything runs naturally? I don't know if it does that with other people's, but it certainly does that with mine. So I need to hide all of those, and I want to keep these, this is pressing the spacebar of course, keep these at the back. They're vulnerable to horse. The spearmen aren't, of course. And the other advantage to fighting this in 2 battles with these coming on as reinforcements is that the arrows fire at full in both battles. You see this little marker down here? That tells you the number of arrows that they've got to fire. I think it's about 20 times it can fire, something like that. And what I'd like to do is fire my full lot of arrows on this one, or at least not expend them all on this one, because I'd like to be in a position to use my full set of arrows against the fort, which I'll show you afterwards. How I'm going to work that. I have a technique. Of course I lose more men doing it this way, like I said, because I've got to fight 2 separate battles, and this way these aren't coming on as reinforcements. His troops aren't coming on as reinforcements, I should say. So, now those seem to be exposed every now and again, didn't they? I don't know why. They go from hidden to, what is it, hidden to moving. So they do get shown every now and again, but then they hide again. So I'm hoping that once I've got my men in position, he'll then come charging after me. A little bit of luck. Right, I'm going to choose the spear formation, which is excellent against horse, and believe you me, it really is good. I'm very impressed with this. Okay. Now, the idea is to get the general to go and entice him to come and attack me. I've tried before now, by the way, to get onto that hill, but unfortunately he gets there much quicker than I do, so it's not worth me doing it. He's actually closer. If you look at that top right-hand map and you think about the distance from there to there, and the distance from there to there, although it looks similar, it's actually closer for him, and he does get there before me. He's got light cavalry as well, and I don't really want to expose my general to his light cavalry holding the hill in the meantime, so the generals will dismount as well, by the way, which is really nice, isn't it? Nice little touch. Should we go and have a look at his troops while we're getting into position there? What I'm trying to do now, by the way, is encourage him to come and attack me, preferably with the light cavalry that he's got. Oh, look at those. Actually, I've chosen a poor time, haven't I? Because but, you know, because you can't see very well because of the rain. Right, he doesn't like me taking this hill. I think these are following as well, are they? Let's have a look. Yeah, they're coming along as well, which I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised at, should I? I want him to get fairly close before we start to go backwards. Oh, damn. Come on. You're not going to attack, are you?
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Oh, useless. I was hoping that I could get him to come and attack me, and then what I'd do is... oh, hang on, he's coming. Aha! He's coming. Oh, good. Oh, come on. Come on. I wanted to come and chase me, you see, so that he'll run into my spearmen. But he's not going to play, is he? Now all my other troops are hidden, so he should feel confident about attacking if this hidden thing really works. What are they? Are they bow? No, they're not. They're his normal troops. So that's good. He seems to be coming on. I thought he'd come on with a horse, to be honest, but he isn't doing. Okay. Right, we've hit him with our archers. Now those kind of troops he's got are very susceptible to samurai. So let's charge out with those. Are they going? Can't even see them move. Where are they? Oh, they're here. Right, okay. So we're in a spear formation. What are they doing then?
Hidden units, my lord! Treacherously meant to ambush us!
Right, now I need to stop the bowmen from firing. That's it. Okay. Now, these are my sword troops against his there, and they're going to go quickly, so I'm going to go charging after them. They're spear troops. They've gone already. I'll probably come back, but that's no problem. Right, let's get backwards. Let's get back. Come on, quickly, lads.
Hidden units, my lord! Treacherously meant to ambush us!
Huh. Right, General, where are you? No, I want you back. Okay, is he going to attack with somebody else? I don't know. I don't think so. What I'm going to do is send my general round so that I can take out those routers. Actually, is he going to go across there? If he is, we might just get him, you know. I might catch him routing. Let's send my general over here.
Hidden units, my lord! Treacherously meant to ambush us!
He's gone round, you see that? He's moving around there. Okay. quick look at what's going on over here now. I'm hoping he's not able to fire at my men without us being able to fire at his. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. Now, his bowmen are having a go at me there, aren't they? I'm going to charge him with these.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Let's see if I can take these out. I don't want any of them getting away if I can help it. I know I'm losing men here, but it has to be done, I'm afraid. Right, are we in there yet? We're getting there. Okay, nearly there. Yep, we've got him.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay, now what I have to do is watch out for my general, because his light cavalry are after them. Somewhere, where are they? There they are. Oh dear, we're engaged. Right, well, let's get all the chaps after him then.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
That means I wasn't able to chase him off, which is a pain. I wanted to chase those, I didn't want them to get away. We've got 54 getting away there now. Ah, victory. Do I continue? So I think his light cavalry are going to go, I think everything's going to get away there, but let's try it anyway. Heroic victory, that's what I needed at the end of the day, so let's see what the casualties are. That was a bit messy actually. I thought I could be a little bit more clinical than that. I really thought his light cavalry had come and attack us, but they weren't going to go for it, were they, at all? They just wanted to take that hill, didn't they, and that was it. His light horse is obviously intent on trying to kill my general. One thing I've noticed, by the way, another thing I've tested is the replenishment rate, and you tend to find that you replenish about 4 per turn. I only lost 56, so that's not too bad, is it? And look over here, view battle details. My general has gained a chevron with all the kills that he's made, which is great. That's definitely a result that I wanted. Lost quite a few here. Did I lose any bow? Just lost 12, so that's not too bad at all. So I think we can accept that. Like I said, each turn they replenish 4, so it's going to take a long time to get that back up to speed, I'm afraid. But we shall see. That's the Yari Samurai as well. It's quite a lot to lose actually. Out of 120 for me anyway. But anyhow, I could have done with picking up a chevron in there, couldn't I? Okay, so I'll look into these now and I'll find, hopefully, that the general has picked up either a skill or the potential to have a skill. Where is he? He's here. Right. So you see this? A heroic victory has given him 15 points out of 20. You seem to get 15 for a heroic victory. I think you get 10 for a victory. You know, I don't know what you get for a defeat. Maybe you get minuses, I just don't know. But maybe a close victory is only 5. I really don't know. But I know a heroic victory is 15. So I need to get a certain number in order to... I think I need to get 20 in order to increase his skills. But we'll see that in a moment. Right, I'm going to demonstrate what happens now with the siege, how I've worked out the best way to do the siege, having already, screwed up the battle really. It was a pretty poor performance, that one, wasn't it? But what I'm going to do next is just show how to deal with these fortifications. Now, battle deployment. We're going to go straight for it. We're not enabling a drop-in battle. And what I'll do is I'll bring you in the middle of the battle when I've deployed everything. You know how the battlefield works when it's set up now. So I'll just deploy everything and then bring you in. So it saves ourselves just a little bit of time there, I hope. Okay, here we are in the middle of the battle. I wanted to share a couple of tips with you. First of all, he tends to face his archers towards your general, I've found. and he keeps them there, expecting that's where the main attack is going to come from. So if you bring up your archers to cover this area from the side, you can actually take out a great number of his archers without even losing any of your own men. By the way, I've found that it often runs on purpose, runs naturally or normally, without, by default is probably another way of putting it, without you selecting it. So that's a bit of a nuisance. So you have to be careful of that, otherwise you'll tire your own men out. You have to watch for those double arrows coming up, that indicates it. Here's the fortification. You'll notice that around this fortification there are gateways. You can attack the gateways. I'll just show you what it shows you, and that's this here. You see this here, that enables you to attack, well, when you're in range, the gateway with your archers. The neat little trick is doing it when you've run out of arrows. There's no point in wasting arrows on attacking doors, because for some reason, whether it's a fault or not, I don't know, you can still fire at gateways and towers and things like this, whatever they're called, when you have no arrows left, which is a bit strange, isn't it? But anyway, here you go. The reason why I'm not asking them to auto fire at the moment is I don't want them to be firing at something I don't want them to fire at. I want them to fire at the archers, and the reason for firing at the archers, of course, is that they're going to do the most damage to me on the way in. You've seen how damaging archers can be on their side anyway. When they're in a fort, they seem to fire even more effectively. Right, so I don't want them to fire at that range, I want them to get closer. Here's the button for moving them closer. So move even closer, all the way up to there. He can't fire that side, he can't fire this way across that kind of an angle. So what I want to do is get a decent sort of length of his men all the way to the back if I can, and then start firing. Right, we're almost there, are we? Or are we there? A little bit more, I think. Over to there. A little bit more. Plenty of time, by the way, for these things. You know, in terms of battle time. I don't mean your time watching, of course. Right, okay, so we should now be able to do a bit of damage to him. So let's open that up then and start them firing off. On their auto fire. While they're doing that, what I'll do is I'll whiz you around the other troops and show you where I've left them. That one's in front of this gate here. They're in open formation, so when they go in, and they're in front of this gate here, so when they go in, they're going to be exposed to any archery fire in open order and not in their closer order. And of course the general, he's down here. He will have a role. At the moment his role is pinning those archers in place there, while my archers sort him out. Now he's already down to 108, and I'm hoping to get them down further. What I didn't notice in the last one was whether the chevron came on the general during the battle or whether he achieved it afterwards. I suspect he achieved it afterwards. I could do really with these archers gaining a chevron from, you know, any kills that they made in the first battle to be added to these. Well, he's already down to 103, as you can see there. There we go, you see some going down there. Now this takes a little bit of time. Okay, so he's now down to 87. We fire fairly effectively at first, and then the firing gets poorer, and I don't know if it's because of the fortification that we're in or what, but something spoils it for us. Right. Go on, fire. What are you waiting for? I say fire, you shoot an arrow, don't you? You don't fire it, do you? Oh, that's interesting. Oh yes, they are. So I thought some of them just weren't shooting then at all. Right, okay, what I tend to find is we can get them down to about 50 something here, and then we don't seem to kill any more. It's almost like these shelters save the rest of them, and we're basically wasting our arrows. But if I get them down to about 60, see, on that occasion, you see, he only lost, well, he lost 4, so that's not too bad, is it? I might do a couple of more shots at them then, if that's the case. Once we start killing only 1 or 2, see, that time, I don't think we killed any, did we? One more shot, we'll see what happens. Right, let's go and have a look then, see how many we got that time. That's 56 from 61. That's not bad at all, is it really? But I'm going to stop there, and I'm now going to target these. so we can take these out as well. Now, like I say, my general, I think it's my general anyway, is pinning those archers in place there, which means that they just won't move. So now they're firing at half effect, of course, because oh look, they're running again. You know, because there's only half of them there, of course, and I've only got half the number of arrows to suffer on the way in. It's still a lot though, and I still don't want to have to suffer it if I can help it. Now, my most effective troops, and it's a shame I lost so many of them, that's these here, the general. He's very, very good at fighting bow infantry, and also these sword infantry. The ones he struggles the most with, of course, are spears. I haven't got any horse yet, and that's the first thing I'm going to be doing with this area. I'm going to be raising... oops, wrong way. I will be raising some horse troops very soon, I hope. Oh, are they near enough yet? Just move them just a little bit closer. See, that time it just walked them, didn't it? Anyway, we'll see. Is that as close as they're going? Let's try again. Okay, anyway, it's all about sharing tips. You know, so fighting two battles like this. In fact, what I'm going to do is just bring those there instead. Okay, because then they're not firing over here. One thing they do very well in this is they allow you cover from any buildings that are nearby, and that counts as a kind of building, so you'd obscure the fire of some of the troops. Now you see he's fully in my range there, so I'm going to let rip. So let's have a look at these then. There we go, they're quite vulnerable to fire. 38 out of 45. So we've now killed 7 of his. We tended to be killing about 4 of the archers, if you remember. You see, these aren't behind any kind of barricades. They're in the open. Okay, we have to fire the arrows above, you know, over, but at least they're not sort of protected by any sort of overhangs. You know. So it's very quickly down to 26, as you can see there. So that's quite a low number. And you can also see why I didn't want to have his reinforcements come on in the middle of this battle. As a matter of interest, by the way, this point here is where his reinforcements come on. I was pointing at the top right hand map now. If you look there, you see where my yellow troops are, where that yellow box is there, where my other troops are. Yeah, that's where he tends to come on as reinforcements. So it's very easy to completely destroy that army. You put your archers on here, which is an inaccessible point, you can't get up it. Put your archers on there that can fire down, and line up your troops along here. They're invisible. He'll try charging up to take out your archers, and you just murder everything and lose only about 2 men, and then attack the fort afterwards. That's great. You lose a lot less men doing that, but you don't then have 2 victories, and you need the 2 victories in order to give your general the skill level, in order to move up 2 skill levels. So, right, he's still within firing range, just. If he starts to go outside it, I'll stop them firing. Right, just stop them firing there now, because they're wasting their ammunition there now. So, what have we got? 16 out of 45. Now let's move my archers over this way, so we can fire at him again from over there. And now you'll see we're behind these as well, so we actually get a better fire against the archers from this point of view. I'm going to have to target my fire now. I need to decide which ones out of these that I want to be firing at. No. Oh damn, they've run again, haven't they? I don't want them running because I don't want them tired out. Let's move them forward a little bit more. Just to there. Okay. What does it say about those? Shaken. They're probably shaken because they've been running around, that's all it is. Mind you, it says fresh, doesn't it? Why on earth would they be shaken? 108 out of 108. They haven't been hit by anything. What on earth has shaken them? Right, let's see who these fire at. I'll give them a choice, really. Oh, hang on a minute. He's moving out of range. Let's move forward a bit. I'd really like to take quite a few of those out. Maybe maybe a little bit closer. You can get near enough? Bit closer still. Anyway, look, you get the drill. I've only got 5 minutes of this left, so what I'm going to do is move around, hitting him as much as I can until eventually I run out of arrows. It looks like he's not going to come back into my range there, does it? So I might just leave those 16 and have another go at these. Let's see what happens here then. How many's that? 49. 41. Oh, we've got quite a lot of those then, haven't we? I'd like to take out some more of those though, really. Still 41 on there. Oh no, 33. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Let's take out some of these now as well. Oh dear. Looks like they can't fire anymore, does it? Only got
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
How many did I get that time? 14 he's down to now. And that's it, we can't fire anymore. So we've got those down to 14, and we've got these down to, what did I say? I should have kept firing at them, shouldn't I? I got a better shot against them. 24. So the next stage is to get the attack rolling in, isn't it? So what I tend to do is I just get everybody to go to this centre point here, to one of these centre points here. Oh no, hang on a minute, I've got that wrong. I don't want to do that at all. What I do now is just show you the next bit. Getting mixed up now. I take these here and I get them to open the gates. And what they do is they go up here, you'll see them do it, and then what I'll do is I'll show you what happens afterwards. I basically point everybody at that centre point afterwards and then get them to attack everything in there. So they're all attacking at the same time. And just as the infantry are about to go in, that's when I charge my horse in. So my infantry are already there engaged, and the horse go in there and finish off the bowmen. That's the plan anyway. So I just want to show you this bit. Now you can fire at these as well. I know it's all called gate, but it's actually in 3 parts. If you fire at the centre bit here, you see where it does that? The gateway there, just there. Yeah? Okay. Come on, what are you waiting for? Now you notice they've run out of ammunition already, but watch what they do. They're going to make liars out of me now, aren't they? What are you doing? Come on! Why aren't you doing it? What's wrong with you? Normally what happens is they attack the gate. Let's just put them on here for a minute. Right, let's retreat them a bit and do that again. Because something's gone a bit wrong there somewhere. Let's try that again. Ah, good. Now they're doing something. That's good. Just took them a while to think about it, didn't it? Right, it doesn't take long for the gate to come down. And once that's down, you go around doing the other gate and then the other gate, keeping them out of harm's reach by marching them way round all over the place. And then once you've done that, you can get everybody to attack simply through the gate so they don't have to climb the walls. Climbing the walls really tires them out and you have little chance of fighting afterwards when you've done that. Anyway, I've only got a couple of minutes left, so I'll have to pull out of this now and then show you the end bit as we're going in. Right, I'll have to pause on there. I wanted to sort of time turning this on. Here are the Yari Samurai coming in there, straight in against those. These that are down here at this gate, they're going straight in against those, so they don't have time to fire against my Yari Samurai. It's very important that the spearmen don't go against his samurai retainers, because he just murders them. So Right, okay, what's he got there now? He's only got 5 left now. He did have 15. I've got 78, so I've lost a few. I'll probably lose a similar amount that he'll lose as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The archers are completely out of the way. I should have mentioned, by the way, that these chaps can also do the firing. You see, look at that. They all can. These can. If you see that there, you see they can all break down. They throw a kind of, I don't know, petrol bomb or grenade or something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's quite handy. I don't know if he's actually managing to fire anything with those, but and I don't know how close my horse are, but the trick is to make sure that your samurai go against his samurai when you've got large numbers against him, and your spearmen don't even touch his samurai because they'll just murder them. Your horse are pretty good against his samurai as well, so it's always worth having a go with that. But anyhow, almost all over. The archers don't do any kind of combat at all, so I've left those out. Any melee, rather. Or melee. Right, and I think that's about it, isn't it? So, you know, you get the drill, open up all the gates and then charge through the gates. Another heroic victory. So, end that battle, and I'll show you exactly why I've done this now. I know I've lost more men than I needed to because I fought a pitched battle instead of just fighting against piecemeal reinforcements coming on. But I've now won 2 heroic victories. The 2 heroic victories are valuable for your general. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I'll come back into it when this load is finished. Oh, well, it started right away. Anyway, heroic victory. You can look at the stats there. Again, nobody's gained any chevrons in there, so they must have to kill one heck of a lot. Look at that. 127 the bowmen have killed. It's just unreal, isn't it, really? The general didn't get in there, but the general has still got his second heroic victory. And you'll notice, do you remember from the first heroic victory you got 15 points? I haven't worked out these points yet, but he can peacefully occupy that. They're going to be on a -7, so it's not good. I imagine this will be the same for nearly all the other groups as well. So, okay, what is that? Zoom to the general, that's all that is, I think. So accept that, that's successful. That means we can recruit more troops because we've done that as well. So if we look at the general, and I'll just repair this because that needs to be done anyway, doesn't it? It's up here. I haven't quite got used to this yet. I haven't really looked beyond the battles yet, but anyway, look at the general, and you see that little marker on there? That's telling you that you can do something. And here's what you can do. Do you see that there? The skill tree. It's pointing me to the skill tree, and it's saying experience gained at this level is 10 out of 40. Now, what I don't understand about that is that we had 15 from the first battle, and now we've got 10 out of 40. But it says at this level, so I don't know what that is, but maybe I can check that one out afterwards. But the main thing is, it enables me, I've noticed, to have 2 things instead of 1. So if I have, say, strategist, I can only have these 2 anyway. So if I have strategist, I could presumably bank that extra skill point for next turn, and then I could get one of these. I really don't know, but or I can just get both. You see, now this one gives me +1 melee defense for generals and his bodyguard, so I mean that's quite a valuable thing to have. And this one over here, of course, you see it's gone down to 0 now, of course, and this one over here is the strategist one, +5% campaign movement range. It's pretty good, you know, not bad at all. And effects at the next level, level 2, 10% to campaign movement range for all units under this man's control. So I think that's pretty good. So they're both campaign movements, but it says level 1 and level 2. I'm not too sure exactly what that means, but effects at current level 1 and level 2. I presume this here is level 1. But anyway, I can go down to these, which is Poet. You can read these for yourself. All these that I can get as I move on. And as a matter of interest, the other thing that I'm going to do... Oh, hang on a minute, I missed something there. That was the other thing I was going to show you. See this? You can hire a retainer as well. Click on this, and I have a choice. I have a choice of a Biwa player, which gives me +1 morale for all units in battles. Yeah, so I can do that, but I don't think morale is really that important to me, so I'm going to go for this, which is Hayashida Heihachi. I know I'm terrible at these on it, which is + melee attack for all sword infantry under this man's command, and I think that's the one that I'm going to want to go and get. They're the only available retainers that I've got, so I'll have that one. I don't think it enables me to have another one now, so I've got Strategist and Warrior, and I've got this one as well, which gives me a plus in battle as well. So he's looking pretty good, and this is the kind of thing that you can build up in other games with admirals for ships, can't you? So, okay, I'm repairing that one place. The only other thing that I'm going to do, because I'll forget it otherwise, is this, which is tech. Which is this one, +1 for all units. I can only get these top two, or I can get this one here, which is attack rate. I'm more interested in building up the skills of my military units at the moment, so I'm going to go for this one at the moment. Okay, and then that's telling me that it's going to take 2 turns. You see there, it's very small, but it says 2 turns, and ultimately I can get I don't know what that's called, but anyway, +2 charge bonus for all units. Anyway, this is basically the tech tree. I don't know how it works in terms of what building you need to do that, but that's the next thing I need to do. Now I need to think about which buildings to build up and why. So maybe you've got some comments on that. But I hope you like the strategies. I know the first battle didn't go as planned, but hey, you know, somebody said, didn't they? You know, no plan lasts the first point of engagement, or something like that. Anyway, so it's good to have a plan in place, of course, but obviously you could see that it didn't go perfectly, but anyway, the main thing is the overall plan worked, didn't it? So anyway, I hope you like that, and I hope I've got other things that I can share as well which might be of use.